Alrighty, welcome back. We are on episode 109. We're in the power storage facility. Last episode we started clearing this out, and want to point out I had a user comment on the video that said, I didn't know what these pressure plates were for. I didn't even really realize it when I walked into the door. When I walked into the room, I really didn't even recognize them. I was using my ranger to stealth around, and there were 4 feral proto-drools running around here, and there's a second plate right here. So if you had 2 characters that engaged those, the gates on these crates would come down, and I suppose the feral proto-drools would run into them, and you can capture them that way without having to fight them. So good to know. Alright, moving on.
Verily, the gradation of the radiation resided within the ossuary of the osculary.
In thy bones, the world finds the truth of light. In the echoes of Clanky and Fernie, one hears the singing of the infinite pachyderm.
Okay. Well, these aren't aggros so far. I wonder if I can talk my way out of these. Okay, got a diggable. Come on, first try. Bastard. At this point in the game, I'm finding that money is not the problem because of the prospector truck and reloading it, of course. You know, cheesing this gives you the ability to get all that money. I still haven't, I still haven't sold any of the junk items, but what I'm running out of is scrap. I don't have enough scrap to build all the weapons. Like, there's like 4 or 5 weapons that I could try to build right now that I have absolutely no scrap for, so I'm stuck. I guess it was intended to be that rare, but man, I need thousands of scrap to build everything I have. I guess this guy always says something when you come to the zone. Come on, this damn thing. Yeah, I'm surprised that scrap is the limiting factor right now for me for building shit. Especially this late in the game. You would think that you would have accumulated so much scrap, especially with field stripping everything. Like everything that I've gotten that I don't need, I've already field stripped.
Feel the fire of creation in my veins!
And what's silly is that you have the weapons that are useful for these zones, specifically for these zones, and you don't have enough materials to even craft it.
Feel the fire of creation in my veins!
You don't have the materials to craft it while you're in the zone, so by the time you finish the zone, those weapons that would have been useful are pointless because they don't work in any other zone. I mean, they're only useful in the expansion. So, whatever, you know. They should have done the crafting a bit different for the special weapons within the expansion zones, at least.
Holy radiation! Shield me!
Come on. Get me the damn loot already. And now what I'm wondering is there going to be a way to purge all these stacks off of me at the end of this expansion? The end of the DLC? Because using the rods, the only way that you're going to create any of the special armor or weapons is to use the rods in crafting. But if you have to use all the rods simply to cleanse all the stacks, then, you know, again, what's the point? And even if you do use them to craft, I don't think I could craft enough rods to purge all the stacks on everybody. Everybody has 10. And the rods only take 3 away. So basically, to purge everybody from 10 stacks down, you would have to have 4 rods per. So, I mean, you're pretty fucked on materials there. Oh my goodness. Fucking finally, Jesus.
Satan! Fill me with your power! Pain purges the weak!
Alright.
Quo vadis peritoneum, valedictorians?
Too bad I don't have the provost with me.
Why appertain to thy sylvan mendacity?
Vouchsafe vain glory upon our divine interlocution.
Alright.
Maledictious blasphemarians! Recantations and horripilations be upon thee! Yea, high to the median of the meaning of middle path, Maunderer. Matriculate mereticiously. Alien parliamentarian, thou art defunct.
Okay. Interesting.
Quo vadis peritoneum, valedictorians?
Why appertain to thy sylvan mendacity?
Vouchsafe vain glory upon our divine interlocution.
Where'd you learn that?
Benign acquiescence is a theremin upon the soul, sequentially melodious.
Declamations regalia.
Holy shit, better ease off on your rat intake cupcakes. You're, speaking in tongues.
Fulsome lenticular pontification.
Blessed be thy halitosis and thy oteosis. Munificent magnificence abounds above thy peregrinations, native chrysalids. Thou art fecund and elided.
Be absconded and absolved and obdurate, thou faithful fraternal and soror.
Amend and amen.
Okay.
The nucleation and the amputation, the solvable and the soluble, the iteration and the amplification. The nucleation and the amputation, the solvable and the soluble, the iteration and the amplification.
Make brittle thy teeth for the exalted. Welcome them with aquifers and fratricides. Make brittle thy teeth for the exalted. Welcome them with aquifers and fratricides.
Blessed are the antlers. Blessed are the antlers.
Okay, so we don't have to fight. Alright, what is this pump? This will probably cause a fight. Okay. Interesting. I thought for sure someone would get pissed about that.
Make brittle thy teeth for the exalted. Welcome them with aquifers and fratricides.
Okay.
Who are the Rangers gonna kill this time?
Alright, I guess we're ready for this fight. Or, let's see if we even have to fight. Hopefully we don't.
Behold, the prodigals ingress. Rejoice in the ovation of the preternatural of Wasteland.
The outsiders. I knew you wouldn't be long. I suppose you expect me to thank you for reuniting me with my love Iridium. But I will not. You didn't do it for me. It's clear you have some vile plan for the holy detonation. A plan that fool the Proteus is too trusting to question. Well, I am no fool. Outsiders can never be trusted. The only good ones are dead ones. That's why I let you follow Iridium. So she can cleanse this place of you. And finish what we started with the Primordialist before you so rudely interrupted. I see at least one of you has truly welcomed the glow of the holy detonation into their body, and is on the cusp of transcendence. So perhaps you are sympathetic to our cause. Speak then.
I wonder if there's an achievement for getting 0 stacks. If it's even possible.
How can you expect that when we don't even worship the same god? Oh, the Primordialists say they worship the holy detonation, but they don't. What they really worship is that big tub of giggling goo out there, which wants us all to dissolve our brains into its own mindless oatmeal muck. They want us all to be one, when we could all be gods. And worse, they want to share. They want to allow outsiders to join us. Outsiders like you. They want everyone to enjoy the warmth of the glow, not just the pious. What makes you think we would ever want to reunite with fools like that?
He makes strong points.
What? You mean so Iridium and I can... Is this some sort of cruel trick? Are you sweet-talking me to make me let down my guard?
It's no trick, Abbott. I haven't figured out the details yet, but it should work. The data I've been able to find so far paints a clear picture of the processes of mutation and what can be done to affect them. Give me time and access to Cheyenne's records and equipment, and I am almost certain I can give you what you want.
Am I supposed to trust an outsider with my heart? My dreams? I need a guarantee. I need proof that you're not just tricking me. You need to put some skin in the game. Skin? Ha! That's it! All right. I'll rejoin the Primordialists if one of you joins us. Do you have someone willing to take part in a little ritual of initiation and transcendence? Prayer, the taking of oaths, basking in the holy glow, and as I said, transcendence. Through this ritual, you will be holier than you are now. Finer, closer to God, anointed. I see several of you have welcomed the glow of the holy detonation into their bodies to the required extent. Who among them is willing to take this step?
Okay. What the hell?
Excellent. Then let's begin. First, chosen one, the oaths. Do you swear to worship the holy detonation as the savior of humanity and put no other gods before it? Good. Next, chosen one. Do you swear to defend the holy detonation against defamation, injury, and destruction? Wonderful. Third, chosen one. Do you swear to follow the orders of the leaders of the church in all things relating to the church, even unto fighting in its defense? Fantastic! Then, finally, chosen one. Are you willing to participate in the ritual of holy transformation and transcendence, and let the mutating power of the holy glow evolve or devolve you as it sees fit? Exactly! The proof we require that you're not just using us to get to the holy detonation is your willingness to let us turn you into one of us. We need the detonation's blessed glow to survive, so one of you should too. That way you won't fuck with it. So, ready to make a lifetime commitment? I have to admit, I didn't expect you to agree. Very commendable. Step to the conduit, and we will begin.
Rejoice, O seraphim and cherubim, O regolith and hieroglyph. Comes now the time of our cacophonous calamity.
Brothers and sisters, and aspirant approaches. Oh, holy detonation! Through the power you have invested in this, your faithful servant Iridium grants transcendence and transformation to this, your newest, most humble servant, who leaves behind their old name, face, and memories, to be born again in your light. Iridium, let the power of the glow flow through you into this lost soul and make them seem whole and strong and new.
We are the Alpha and the Omega, the Ostrogoth and the Astrolabe, the Anthropocene and the Paleogene, Pretender and Render. Amen.
Oh, by the miracle of the glow of the holy detonation, they are transformed! Rise now, initiate, and rejoice in your new form! Another proto-drool. Oh well, I'm sure the Proteus will welcome you. They love the devolved.
So that was an achievement to unite the factions again.
I dub thee. Let's see. I dub thee Pustule. Bear this name with pride, initiate, and welcome to the Church of the Holy Detonation. Oh, there! The ritual is complete. Your companion has been blessed. And, more importantly, will now require regular exposure to the Holy Detonation, or they will die. If you care for them, then you will have to care for the Holy Detonation, just as we do. We will. You have upheld your part, so we will uphold ours. We will meet with Bezor and the Proteus in the Holy Detonation's chamber and learn what your outsider friend Theo Curie can teach us. May the holy glow protect you.
Wow, okay. So your character actually gets turned into a drool. And all the pets that were attached to it, since it was the main character I selected, are no longer attached. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Obviously we're not going to do this way, but yeah, okay, we gotta think about this here. That's not gonna happen. So, is there anybody I can talk to up here? I kind of want to talk to Theo first to see what's going to happen over there. Let's check that out. Maybe they can... No, I mean that wouldn't make any sense. So this is definitely one of those, you go and pick out somebody from Ranger HQ that you really don't use and force them to undergo the transformation, which kind of ruins a lot of things.
Rangers, I am in awe of your sacrifice. To allow one of your companions to be changed like that in order to bring the two sides of the cult together, that was above and beyond the call of duty. But the citizens of Colorado Springs will honor you for it for ages to come. Because that sacrifice will have brought the miraculous power of the Holy Detonation to their homes and made their lives, and their children's lives, better forever. This is it, Rangers. The moment we've been waiting for. The moment when we connect the detonation to the grid. I can hardly believe it. Here. Hopefully Cheyenne's conflicts are all in the past now, but one never knows, so take this. Better safe than sorry. Now come. The others have gone in before us. Let's join them. Hurry!
What did it just give me? I don't know what it just gave me. A bolt thrower? Crystal shards? Okay. And then... Okay. Huh. Alright, so. Decision time. Who do I sacrifice?
Who are the Rangers gonna kill this time?
I've picked up all the companions in the game already. Huh. So yeah, this definitely leads me to believe, or at least want to do this at the very end. Of the game next time, instead of
sister,
early.
If you wanted something to happen to Father Bezor, well, there isn't much I wouldn't do for you.
Would you keep your voice down?
Sorry. Was that a yes?
Shut up.
Alright.
What a bunch of idiots.
So we need to leave Cheyenne Mountain altogether. Take the Kodiak back to Ranger HQ. We have... Who do we have back there? Jody Bell.
No one was paying attention, Rangers.
And now we have all these stacks on us, so we can't really get into fights at all. Oh, forgot about this. Let's sing to the door. It's a shame that all your rewards are recipes that you basically, you know, you're stuck. You can't craft them because you don't have the gear and resources. Alright. Colorado. Alright, we have Jody Bell, Marshall Kwan, Fish Lips.
Всегда будь готов к защите завоеваний социализма, за коммунизма.
And by doing this early in the game, I guess, if you want to call it early, or before the end of the game, you know, any kind of dialogue that you might get from those NPCs you're not going to see, because one will be gone. So yes, this is definitely something I would rather have done at the end of the game. Especially if I can't get these stacks off. I wonder... Yeah, okay.
Just some odds and ends I've taken in trade. Might be useful.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to remove this holy radiation.
Are you really making Vic a ranger? He's creepy and a mass murderer. But, up to you, I guess. Later.
I wonder if the doc has anything to say about any of this. Actually, maybe Vicky will.
Good morning,
Nope.
Ranger.
Stay sharp.
I saw Riley's foot wounds. You didn't do too bad a job there. What do you need, Rangers? Nonsense. You're not even hurt. I don't mind not having to clean and suture a festering wound.
So, nothing about the radiation. Doubt they'll have anything to say about it.
So, you're a hostage, huh?
Sir, insurance between November that Colonel Death won't try anything.
And a spy, too. Maybe I should lock you up.
I'll go anywhere you want to put me, sir.
You haven't heard all the options. Now, don't fret. I'm gonna keep you right here where I can keep an eye on you.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Rangers. Give Angie my regard. Hello, Rangers. Give Angie my regard.
Okay.
Rangers, good to see you. I'll be here.
Putting the refugees in the brig was a good compromise. They've got nothing to complain about. Now, what can I do for you?
Safe travels, Rangers.
Alright. Something else over there. Don't know what that is. Ah, I can click on it now. Come here. Cybernetic limb. Okay. Yeah, something else. I couldn't click this here. Is this also? Yeah. Okay. Can't click on that either. Okay, nothing new. Chair. Nope. Marshal Kwan.
Saving those refugees at the bazaar is gonna make life harder in the city. More mouths to feed, more crowding in the camps.
Sure. Seen anyone worth eating? Fine, go. It's not like I was fucking bored or something. Plenty to do.
Hi again, fellow Rangers. We're taking a snack break, so I'm here for whatever you need. Yes, it's great. I get to be anyone I want to be. See you.
So, I think the obvious choice here is fish lips.
Buckhorn, come in! I got the motherfucker in my sight. Do I shoot or not?
You've got the Desert Ranger. Who's this?
Shit, the Rangers! Wrong number, sorry.
Wait a minute. Were you about to shoot somebody? We kind of frown on that sort of thing. Hello?
All right.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
All right, let's set Vic. Ironclad. Parchment. We might need Kiss Ass and Hard Ass later. Got all these skill checks. Alright, let's remove Vic. Alright.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
So, fish lips will be sacrificed and turned into a proto-drool. Because honestly, Fish Lips is the most unlikable character so far. I can't really say unlikable, just poorly acted, I guess. I mean, the voice acting's terrible. He's a cannibal. A raider.
Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
Actually, there was something else I wanted to do, wasn't there? Oh yes, the tree. The tree. Okay. Damn it.
All right-thinking Americans must stand united against the communist robot menace. These godless machines will not rest until they've turned our shining city into a commune. Better dead than red.
Alright, so I left that tree in Broadmoor Heights because I wanted to see the interactions with the other rangers that I hadn't picked up, or rather companions that I hadn't picked up, and we'll go ahead and pick those up and go look at that tree. Okay. So that means I can't sacrifice fish lips yet.
I understand your urge to go help those poor hoons, but old Saul isn't going to like you disobeying a direct order. And Daisy won't be happy either. That Arapaho shipment was full of power armor for her marshals.
It was not a direct order. Anyway.
Sure thing. Let's have a look.
I can't remove her because she has 2 pets. I have to remove Cordite. I've already seen his interaction. I haven't seen Pazeppi's interactions, and I've already seen Scotchmo's, so let me pick up Vic. Alright.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Now off to Broadmoor Heights.
Just a little more.
Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right. Burn. You're gone faster, and free cremation so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Ground and chocolate pudding for me.
Okay.
Vic Buchanan joins the Rangers. Citizens ask, what are they thinking?
Let's see what's on the menu.
An honor, Rangers.
Used a lot of hardhead scrap to fortify this place. A lot of fat on the long pigs around here. Juicy.
Alright, anything else, Fish Lips, before we sacrifice you? For the greater good. Doesn't appear to be anything here. Anything over this way? Alright. Go back to the tree. Alright, so we saved this thing specifically for this. Let's see what they have to say.
I reckon it's a good thing this proposal was never delivered.
What do you think the pelt pusher was doing on Wednesday? I'm guessing suicide.
It would have been romantic if the lady ever found the proposal.
Fish Lips didn't even have anything to say about it. Well, that was somewhat disappointing. All that time to see no line. Oh well, okay. Alright, so back to Ranger HQ. We'll get the squad back together with Fish Lips. So even the fact that he had no line there is just another nail in his coffin that they didn't even, the programmers didn't even go to the point of caring to program for him. If they didn't care to program for him, then why should I care to keep him in the group?
Rangers repel Scar Collector assault. Attackers killed to the last man.
I don't know if I've heard that before.
Hundred families outraged over Vic Buchanan pardon. Rangers lose support in Broadmoor Heights.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right. Burn. You're gone faster, and free cremation so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Drowned in chocolate pudding for me.
Okay.
Here to serve. Here to serve.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
I need to make a note of this.
Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
When last we left the terrified Winifred, she was cornered in the Stetson City Cemetery by the evil Hogo Fogo. But Doug Badman means to make the villain pay for killing his sweetheart, Tornado Lou. As Winifred looks on, both men reach for their guns.
No, Doug, don't!
Alrighty.
Good to see you, Rangers. Hear you've been being a good friend to the refugees lately. Looking to trade? Oh, thank you. It ain't much. Alright, first thing we need to do is get him radiated. Alright. Mission accomplished.
Yoo-hoo! Rangers! Keep your conscience calling!
Team, come hither. Alright, back down. Nope, wrong place. We gotta go this way.
They're moving. Come on, this way.
Would you like to bathe in the cooling pools with me sometime, Sister Polyp?
Only if one of us didn't come back.
Huh?
And I honestly don't know much anymore which one of us.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end the video here, pick up sacrificing fish lips on the next video. Alright guys, later.